I want to make this as easy for you guys as possible.
Okay, likewise. Hopefully explain things, get to figure all this out, and wrap it up. How long you had your dog?
Oh, she's actually a foster,
I had not been following it. Like, it was in a corner of my brain. I had heard the name Reality Winner, and really, if someone had asked me more than that, I would have had like a vague vision of a young woman and known nothing about the story. And then I came upon the article that was in New York Magazine in December of 2017 that had a link in it to this PDF of the FBI transcript. Immediately, I was like, as a document and as a real story, and the whole thing was just fascinating to me. And so then I got really fully interested in her and her story, and the idea that maybe there was something to staging this transcript as a play.
Tina just sent me the transcript and said, this is like a play. You have to read this. And this young woman is really, really intriguing.
House is cleared. Let's get these bags and let's throw them in the fridge real quick, and then we'll bring you back out here, okay?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, these gloves come in. Yeah. The recorder.
Yeah, see, it looks like we might be blocked in. Can we borrow your truck keys?
What do you need?
We're going to be going back to the office. So.
Yeah?
This play is called Is This a Room? Reality Winner Verbatim Transcription, and it is a staging of the actual transcript that occurred on June 3rd, 2017, when 11 FBI agents showed up unannounced at Reality Winner's home. From the moment the FBI agents say hi to Reality to an hour and a half later when they turn off their recorder.
This script is particularly challenging because because of this sort of thing, the uhs and the ums and the small words and utterances that were captured by the recording.
If you do surprise, put your weird surprise on the second of the surprises. Would that, okay. Oh, yeah. Just to try. When we got in the rehearsal room in October, all of a sudden it clicked in once we had all 4 actors and were running the script and reading it aloud. You know, the first act is really when the agents arrive at her house and then they talk to her outside her house.
So you're Farsi and Pashto.
Farsi, Dari, Pashto.
Wow, that's impressive.
And then the natural act 2 was when they take her inside and she admits she took it out of the building in her pantyhose.
That document has made it outside, okay? Obviously, because we're here.
Obviously, yeah. Crap.
The most likely candidate is by far and away you.
The third act becomes, you know, she's admitted, but she's still with them for another 20 minutes, and what, you know, they sort of try to wrap up and get a little bit more of information out of her.
I felt really hopeless, and seeing that information that had been contested back and forth in the public domain for so long, just trying to figure out with everything else that keeps getting leaked and keeps getting released, why isn't this getting out? Why isn't this getting out there? Why can't this be public?
Hello. Hi, Tina.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Oh my gosh. I really, no. Please don't cry. I'm crying. Okay.
The last 2 days, when they're called for mail, she's getting bundles. And she said every day there's new people and they're talking about the play. And so she's like, you guys are making such a difference. People are learning her story again, hearing it again, learning it, coming to support her. Yeah, the responses are, it's crazy. It's like, what? Like, you know, people are outraged, and it's like, yeah, where were you? We've been outraged this entire time. It's like,
I don't think that we are trying to tell anybody how to feel about anything. That's the beautiful thing about in this like point-click really impulsive society that we're in. Theater, you still have to go and sit in something and let things sort of sink in and sit with yourself, and you learn what you learn and you decide what you decide. You all going down?
Yeah.
I will say, whether or not you agree with what Reality Winner did, first of all, look her up. There's a lot to learn and to read about, and there's a real person there to get to know, a really complicated person. So I think visiting her is worthwhile, and I certainly hope that more people in different mediums take this story on, and that it continues to start conversations.
Yeah. Right in the middle.
7.
Yeah.
To the row there.
I have to be somewhere right in touch you. Yeah, so you can sit maybe in the back.
An artistic lens on it feels actually really helpful in this moment in time to take it beyond a headline when we're really also inundated crazily in the last several years with like these hyped news headlines, and she's sort of fallen into that, and it's felt really nice to us to be carving out this space for this kind of story to be in the discourse.
Have you ever taken anything out of the NSA facility? I mean, you mentioned the PKI, but
Yes.
have you ever taken anything else out of the facility?
No.
No? Whether it's a piece of paper?
No.
You ever downloaded anything? Ever emailed anything out? No? Okay. Have you discussed any classified material with anybody who wouldn't have the prior U.S. government authorization? Wouldn't have the clearance or anything like that? Wouldn't have the clearance and the need to know?
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.